This is Dennis Moulton, aka Gotbot, and we're going to do something a little bit different here. We're going to take our first spotlight look at one of the in-game characters. This is Jetfire. If you choose the Autobot campaign starting off, it looks like you're going to be starting out with Jetfire, and hey, he's a good character to start out with. We're going to take a brief look at him now. And toward the end of the video, I'm going to kind of compare him to the Generations toy that we got a couple of years ago, and see how this model fits up with that model. Right off the bat, when you go in and look at your team, you can go into Jetfire and get a nice look at him here. And we're going to move in a bit closer. Here's his bot mode. It kind of looks like he probably has some heavy scratch on him. That's the way that the coloration is done, and I like it. It looks more metallic-y. It looks more robot-esque. Sorry, and I think he looks great. I really do think he looks great. I like that the jet mode canopy is on his back. I like the way that the wings are folded out. Yes, he certainly does have a bit of a backpack, but I find it just helps to make him look imposing. And we're used to Jetfire having a backpack, so I can kind of buy that. If we go up top, we see that his red, backpack section is made up of two pauldrons instead of one big piece like the original animation model years and years ago. But that, again, matches up to the toy that came out a few years ago, and I think it looks really good. I love the interplay of the white and the red. I'm a little thrown off by the black thighs, even though there is white on the sides of them. I love the guns on his legs. He does not have the guns on his arms, but he also obviously doesn't have the hollow arms that the plastic gives you in the toy. It is what it is, right? His face might be a little bit dark, but overall there's no mistaking that this is Jetfire, and he looks large and imposing. He's a great bot to start out with. Let's look at his transformation from just a couple of angles here now. Into jet mode. And we'll go around and we'll look at the jet mode. The jet mode, absolutely, positively accurate to the toy model as far as I'm concerned. It looks really good. Right there, that would be the shoulders of Jetfire and the toy. You see that the feet are still kind of bent up underneath, exactly the same, coming back along the sides. And again, that chest piece folds up and the canopy comes out from his back. Obviously, doing it at this kind of natural transformation speed, and I love the transformation sound. It's phenomenal. He obviously doesn't have that issue of that chest section, being a little bit difficult to maneuver. And of course, he looks cohesive as a jet with his wings flared back. Let's look at the transformation from a top view. A very mechanical looking transformation, very natural, very much like you would expect a real Transformer to transform. Very sort of Fall of Cybertron movieverse style of transformation, and I like it. It helps give you a sense of realism. And we'll look at the transformation here one more time. Very natural, very natural looking. Let's do a look here from this side, and take notice of the legs on the side there and the arms up and underneath. That's what we're kind of looking for here, to see its accuracy to the toy model. The arms extend out. There are a few liberties taken with the in-game transformation to the toy transformation, but you know what? Honestly, I think it works better. I'm excited that this is the first guy that we get to use in the game, and hopefully you're excited about it too. Alright, so we've had a look at the character model. What can I say? As far as his characterization goes, it's very accurate to Jetfire. He's largely driven by science. He believes that, logic will win the day, and when he's actually in battle, his gun has an awesome flamethrower mode that kind of comes out that looks great in the battle scenes, and his special attack is a nice airburst attack, so to speak, and that looks impressive as well. I haven't mastered using it yet and targeting with it, but I can see it being very useful as time goes on. We're going to move from this guy now, and we're going to take a look at the toy model really briefly, with just a couple of thoughts there about how it relates to the in-game model. But you know, overall, when I look at characters, I look at, you know, the coloration, or what I usually call paint apps. I look at the transformation, and I look at the playability. Obviously, playability for this guy is great. You know, in-game, he's fun. He is fun in-game. Transformation, I love the look of it. It seems very robotic and natural. I'm giving it a 10. And in terms of his paint apps, or, well, you know, his coloration, I'm giving it about a 9. Overall, he's a win. He's great. So let's stop this right here, and we will look at a slight comparison with the Generations toy. So here we go with the comparison to the Generations toy that came out. I'm not doing a full review of this guy, I've already done it, but just to compare to the in-game model for Transformers Earth Wars, you can see that the model in-game looks very much like this guy. I think the in-game model may have these pauldrons up, which is, you know, fine if you like that look. There's nothing wrong with it. I prefer it down, but, you know, to each their own. But if we look at the back of the model, it's very true to game. Actually, the game doesn't have the hollow sections here. Naturally, they're filled in. It still has the guns here. Of course, up here is black in game. It's red and chromed on the figure. The canopy is still on the back and it looks great. He still has the same backpack and the beautiful head sculpt. Love the silver that was used here. On the arms, I mentioned how this guy had, you know, hollow plastic. We don't get that obviously in the game model, but the game is an excellent representation of this figure in bot mode. I also mentioned that in game his gun is kind of like a flamethrower type of deal. This is his gun here, and again, you know, it fires well, but, you know, imposing. And the gun in game is red. I love it. I'm not going through the transformation, but I will be back in a moment with him in play mode, and we can compare a few key points there as well. And here we have jet mode. I mean, you know, I showed the in-game model, and it looks completely like this, with this engine section, I guess, on top, the wings up on the side, even the wings flared back. You know, it's an excellent model. If you're looking for, you know, animation accuracy, Transformers Earth Wars got you covered when it comes to this figure right here. For me, from now on, when I talk about, you know, the accuracy of this guy, I'm probably going to talk about him in terms of how he looks in Earth Wars, because that is a fantastic representation, right down to the shoulders and back as thrusters. The, you know, legs fold up underneath and coming along the sides with the guns, the feet folded in right there. It's fantastic. So, the toy, the in-game model of the figure, both big fun, and both of them are a big win. Anyway, thanks for watching this little spotlight overview on Jetfire. And, you know, by all means, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you the next time that we have a visit right here inside the videos.